5 more runs added to take the final score for the day for Pakistan up to 76 for 2. And poor John Embury, 2 chances down as 12th man. He'll remember the substitute fielder's role for many a long day, I should think. 24 to Mansour Akhtar. And that most enthusiastic night watchman, Salim Yusuf, is in there 4 not out and trying tonight, with just a few moments to go, to take apart the England attack. The bowling figures for England: Foster 2 wickets and could have had 2 more. Bowled pretty well after a sluggish start. His direction and length weren't all that good early on, but Gatting persevered with him, with Botham out of the attack. Incidentally, the news on Botham at the close of play was that there is no break in the bone, but it is his foot is very badly bruised, and he's been recommended to have 36 hours rest. Now, I don't know if Botham will wear that. I think he may be out there tomorrow if he can manage to run up. I think you'll find him out there practicing, at least to see if he can get through a fitness test. Phil Edmonds, 4 overs, 1 maiden, no wicket for 13. But it was Pakistan's day, no doubt about that. This second day, Pakistan 60 runs behind. We pick it up now with 5 runs added to the overnight score. It's the second ball of the 4th over, and Graham Dilley is coming into bowl to Mansour Akhtar. Lovely square drive, one of the features of the play of Mansour Akhtar.
Indeed, a beautiful wristy stroke, beating Edmonds for pace and racing away to the fence. Beautiful bowl. The advantage Foster gets from bowling close into the stumps, the ball starting on the wickets and whipping away that time.
Not forward far enough that time, and he knew it. He went straight away, playing down the wrong line, and Foster is struck again. England have to keep wheeling away out there, probing away, taking the occasional wicket, and they can get themselves back in this game. Mansour Akhtar, leg before wicket to Foster, and another break for England. Very confidence boost for Neil Foster. He has a big job to do with Botham not able to take his place in the attack, and it's a big opportunity for him as well. He has the chance to be equal #1 bowler in the England team. And there it is, that's the one they wanted. They want them all, but that is very important. Gatting took it low down, nice clean catch, and Foster is having a great morning. Javed gone without scoring, and England engaging in a terrific fight back.
That's the scalp that England wanted. Pakistan's very best player, out without scoring. A near perfect delivery again. Pitching, leaving him. He had to play the ball, and a comfortable catch to Gatting at second slip. Salim Malik is the new batsman for Pakistan.
Fine piece of fielding there by Phil Edmonds, and Yusuf was not really taking a lot of notice. He was only just backing his ground there. Sorry, Malik in fact it was that time.
Yes, good piece of fielding this by Phil Edmonds, going to his left hand, which is his strong hand. Beautifully picked up, and a direct hit.
They don't do that for commentators.
Oh, that was an absolute jaffer again, and He really has bowled some good deliveries as Neil Foster, and that was as good as anything he's bowled.
And this one, I think it's more the bounce than anything that that beats Malik. That really did take off.
We are getting the change at the top end now, the Kirksall Road end. It's David Capel coming on for Graham Dilley. And Graham Dilley never quite got his rhythm right. There's no doubt about that this morning. He was either just overrunning himself a little bit, but he never looked in right rhythm. And I think probably better to save him for a go at the football stand end. And that's a beautiful shot, delightful shot there. Just over pitching, a little bit wide. And Salim Malik, no trouble at all putting that away through the covers. And that brings the 100 up for the Pakistanis. That's 101 for 4. The second 50 coming off 129 balls. And that's a fine shot again there by Yusuf. No chance for Chris Broad to catch that. Certainly Night Watchman is getting a bit exasperating now for the England side out there. You expect to get him out, and when you don't, and he keeps on making runs, you get a little bit desperate.
The England captain desperately needs another couple of breakthroughs before lunch, and he's going to try Graham Dilley from the rugby football stand end.
Well, that's the first one from Graham Dilley that he's got just right, and that was certainly a fine delivery. Quite a bit of movement there. The ball going away quite a lot then. Certainly Yusuf playing at that, and that was certainly reminiscent of some of Neil Foster's deliveries. Well, that was a repeat. That was another fine delivery, beautiful delivery again, but no luck for Graham Dilley. He can't do much better than that.
The absolute classic fast bowler's outswinger. Salim Yusuf, who's been in longer than any of the other Pakistan players, completely beaten.
Phil Edmonds is going to be given a go at that top end. I think that's quite right.
Now we'll see whether we were right about Yusuf. I just have a feeling that he might have a little go.
That's it, but he's got away with it. Exactly the right thing for Edmonds to do. A little bit of air. Drew Salim Yusuf into the stroke, and he miscued it. Came off the outside edge. Could have gone anywhere.
Yes, I thought he might try something like that. And that could so easily have gone straight up in the air.
Graham Dilley. He's bowled well from this football ground end.
Well, it really isn't his day, is it? This one is almost through. Inside edge, just missing the leg stump.
Robinson managed to get a finger to it, but they're still going to go for 4. And the last ball before lunch takes Pakistan now on to 136 for 4. The score's a level, and the 50 partnership has come up between Salim Yusuf and Salim Malik in just 140 balls. A good morning for Pakistan, despite the fact that they lost 2 wickets. Good solid partnership there between Salim Malik, 25, and Salim Yusuf, 33. That night watchman showing great courage and tenacity out there, and turning out to be real frustration so far as England's bowlers and the skipper was concerned. 136 for 4. Dilley none for 29. Foster in there again, 22 overs, 7 maidens, 4 for 44. And the situation in the match at that stage, lunch on the second day, the scores were exactly level. We pick it up now with the very first ball after the interval. Neil Foster is coming into bowl and he's bowling to Salim Malik.
And straight away, a beautiful, glorious shot off the back foot. And Tim Robinson just managing to get a boot on it. Square third man. 2 runs. Certainly Neil Foster was the outstanding England bowler of the morning. He consistently beat the batsman, bowled a very good length and line, moved it away a bit, and Neil has kept going tremendously well. He's bowled 2 long spells, 10 overs each time. 4 for 46, he's got in 22 overs.
Pakistan move ahead of England, and still 6 wickets in the bank. It must be their best chance of winning a match and possibly taking the series, with the prospect of quite good batting wickets at Edgbaston and the Oval.
Flashing square drive off the back foot through the covers there. And Salim Malik really taking hold of Neil Foster this over. 10 runs coming from the over, so Neil Foster very expensive that over.
It's good to see Pakistan's positive attitude straight after lunch. They will have breathed a heavy sigh of relief when they got in front of England with still 6 wickets remaining. And the professional players always consider that every run ahead in a test match in the first innings is worth 2.
Oh, and that's a catch. Bilathi moving into second slip, and a fine catch very low down. And Yusuf, the night watchman's gone. You can see this playing defensively, just moving away again, and a very good catch indeed. Just carrying to Bilathi there, only an inch off the deck. So Neil Foster takes his 5th wicket. Fine performance by him. He's kept going, had a lot of overs, and he's the one that's really kept England in this game at all. So Neil Foster 5 wickets. That's 4th time in a test match and the 5th time this season, and he's bowled tremendously well here today.
Once again, Foster's the man of the moment, getting the ball right on line. Yusuf following it a bit outside off stump, and Athi taking the catch low down at second slip.
And there's the scorecard. All Foster's all the way down. Fine piece of bowling there. And good thinking by Bilathi. I know he was talking to Mike Gatting last night about moving into slip, because with Ian Botham being off the field, they are a slip fielder short. And it's nice to see he has the confidence to suggest he should go there himself.
Great effort by Neil Foster. He'll now have the opportunity at bowling at the Pakistan captain, Imran Khan.
And that partnership put on 66 runs for Pakistan. Imran off the mark straight away. A little bit disappointed with that, and Neil Foster giving the half volley on the leg stump to turn away. He'd want to keep at that off stump, moving away straight away before Imran can get in. But a fine piece of bowling there by Neil Foster. 5 for 57 in 26 overs, and only 64 overs bowled, so you can see how much bowling he's done. In fact, the England captain, Mike Gatting, is going to have a go at the Kirksville Road end himself. It's military medium. We did say this morning that probably he was the other option bowler, and he won't have the problem of the hill because he gets onto the flat part. You come downhill and then you have about 10 yards of flat as you approach the wicket, so I don't think Gat should be overrunning himself down that hill. Oh, and that's a glorious cover drive. Mike Gatting just get a bit wide, half volley, and Salim Malik really latched onto that and no need to bother moving out of his crease. 4 runs from the moment he left the bat.
Gatting has concentrated his attack well outside the off stump.
Mike Gatting now giving himself a rest, bringing Graham Dilley back at the Kirksall Road end. Well, that could have been out, but he just got it in between the covers there, John Embry and David Gower. It's certainly at catching height. And both the batsmen know that David Gower can't really throw. And they certainly took an extra run there when the ball was in his hand, but they knew he certainly can't throw it back.
Yes, this is a little bit uppish. He really never got behind it, and that's the reason it went up. A little bit fortunate to find the gap there.
There's a shout there. Imran's certainly playing across his front leg a little bit.
And I would think this was a useful shout. Yes, fairly close. And with this new ball not too far away, change in the attack from the football stand end. David Capel coming on. Bowled 9 overs for 33 runs so far. A little bit expensive. A lot of pressure on him in his first test match. He performed extremely well with the bat. And bowling for the first time from this bottom end.
It's a beautiful stroke for 4. And Salim Malik reaches a half-century. He won't bat much better than this. This is not one of your flat Karachi pitches. It's darting around all over the place out there. And anyone who makes 50 has done very well.
Phil Edmonds then just changing ends. He's going to try his luck at the football stand end. Oh, that's a beautifully played stroke there, nicely timed. Didn't really thrash at it, but beautifully played and beautifully timed there.
It brings the 200 up. And also the 50 partnership with a beautiful off drive.
David Shepherd removes the cellophane from the new ball, holds up the old one, and we're away. And the new ball has done it, and so has Foster. 6 wickets for Neil Foster. England desperate for the breakthrough, and they got it. And what disappointment for Imran. He knows how vital this session was and how vital it was to get through the new ball.
What a gripping cricket match we've got on our hands. Foster, after those 2 looseners, getting it absolutely perfect once again. Imran knows as soon as he plays the stroke that he's on his way. Richards completes the job behind the stumps. Foster's taken 6 wickets, and Pakistan now 208 for 6.
Foster to Salim Malik. In the air. Dilley is the man down at deep fine leg.
Neil Foster, I think, thought that Graham Dilley might have got to the ball a bit quicker. Dilley didn't pick it up early, but he makes good ground to it in the end, and it was never really a chance.
Well, there'll be a lot of anxious eyes on umpire Ken Palmer, who signals 4 runs, so having been turned right around, Salim Malik got an outside edge between Richards and Gatting.
And Gatting totally obscured by Salim Malik's body. Doesn't move at all. He had no idea the ball would be coming in his direction. But Graham Dilley considered himself very unlucky there.
It's a good crisp stroke straight down the ground, and the outfielder's quick enough for it to go to the boundary, even though it was pretty much a defensive push. And another good shot. 2 in this over from Dilley. 1 on the onside of the wicket. A gentle push, but that one a really authentic stroke away through extra cover. And Malik goes on to 81.
Yes, and Pakistan really piling it on now. Repeat performance of the shot earlier in the over, except on the offside. Lovely stroke, that.
David Capel bowled his first over with his second new ball. Looking stroke, and now this partnership is beginning to look dangerous for England. That's a splendid stroke from IJAZ Ahmed. Not often Foster has dropped short in this innings, but full advantage taken of that.
Well, certainly not the shot of a tail-ender. Beautiful stroke off the back foot. Tremendous strike. And beautifully timed. Another lovely shot here. Just pushed off the legs, just straying a little bit in direction. But super stroke.
That's a 250 up for Pakistan, and the last 50 came off only 89 balls, so that's considerably quicker than any 50 in this innings so far. Another fine shot there by Salim Malik. Moving now on to 90. So Neil Foster being given a rest, is being changed to the top end. Certainly working him pretty hard today.
Short run is not going to be much good at this stage, no matter how tired he is. It gives the batsman a feeling of control once the bowler changes in that way.
Just bringing Graham Dilley back now at the football stand end again.
Yeah, there's frustration for the England captain. Just past the outside edge. Change in the bowling now. Edmonds comes on from the end from which Foster was bowling. Neil Foster, just 25 minutes to go to the close of play today, and his performances today: 26 overs, 9 maidens, 4 for 57. And in addition to that splendid statistical effort, he allowed only 5 boundaries to the Pakistan batsmen. And has also pulled off some brilliant fielding. That's a really good effort.
A tremendous off drive, this. Really cracking it. And look at Foster. He's had a terrific day in the field. He's bowled his heart out. And he dived full length and cut that off.
It was a glorious stroke from IJAZ Ahmed. This young right-hander now goes to 33. Salim Malik 97. It's 276 for 6.
Well, without any doubt, the shot of the day. A wide half volley, flat bats it. The touch of the West Indian about that shot. But a terrific stroke, and he hit it so hard.
Now Phil Edmonds to bowl to Salim Malik. Malik is on 99. Beautifully bowled. Nice dipping delivery and then spin away from the bat.
Beautifully flighted, this. A little bit wide, but that was only because there was a lot of turn there.
And he's caught him. Gone for 99. Brilliantly caught by Gower diving forward. Salim Malik goes under pressure, misses his century. He remains the highest scorer for Pakistan on this ground in a test. But England have broken through. They've applied some pressure there. I have a feeling we'll see that Salim Malik was trying to push that out for a single to mid-off, but it turned a bit on him and may even have lifted. There it goes. And a very good catch by Gower, but the ball definitely spun, as indeed had the one before that went past the outside edge. So that's excellent bowling from Phil Edmonds.
What a marvellous innings that has been from Salim Malik. He really has put Pakistan in the driving seat here. He's played beautifully for a very long time, and very, very unlucky not to get that extra run.
Indeed, he was unlucky, but I think he contributed a little bit to him himself, the fact of only making 99 instead of 100, because there were many opportunities to push it along out there, and he decided to take every care, which one tends to do when you're that close. 33 not out in the end to IJAZ Ahmed. Wasim Akram came in to face a few balls, 280 for 7, and the bowling figures, 6 for 84 for Neil Foster, 39 overs and 12 maidens. His best performance by far for England, or in the light of the games I've seen. And Edmonds won for 36 from 21 overs and 9 maidens. And the situation at the end of the second day, it's a low-scoring match, 136 and 280 for 7. Pakistan 144 runs ahead, and there'd be a lot more ahead, but for Neil 280 for 7. We pick up play.